Hello there, I'm Tanya Windecker and I am a master at avoidance. Really, I am a master at avoiding situations, places, people. So if you have complex PTSD like myself, you probably can really relate to that. So most people I've spoken to so far are masters at avoidance. And even though I can laugh about this, kinda, I also know and I'm totally aware of how much pain that actually causes me, that whole avoidance, that this is actually the core of my feeling of emptiness, being hollow, alone, isolated, all those really, really heavy and quite sad feelings, really. And that you just can't have a real fulfilling life if I keep avoiding people the way I do, because I won't be able to have connections with other people, and that's just one of the humans' drives to have connections with other people, have feeling cared for, caring for other people, loving relationships and things like that. And that's just not gonna happen if I keep avoiding this. And for myself, this is, my brain only has one pathway, and this is people, fear, avoidance. So this is how it goes. And I knew I really, really had to change this. If I want to have a joyous, fulfilling life, then I need to break that pattern. I need to somehow get my brain to realize that this is not the only truth, that there is more to that, and that I can learn to be a bit more trusting and kind of still go out there and be with people, even knowing my brain's just going to go crazy and throws all those really unhelpful thoughts out there while I try to do that. So my first step doing that was through visualization, something that I really believe in. So what I did initially, because I couldn't even visualize doing something with a friend, because it's just too overwhelming for me to know actually going to a new place, having that need to stay present so I can actually have a conversation with that friend, and that fear that, oh, what if I fall apart, if I lose it and I have a panic attack. I didn't want someone else to see me like that. I so didn't want to see that people see my weaknesses. It was just impossible initially. So I just visualized it that I would, for example, go to the beach and have a cuppa. So that was something that I just chose now to, because it's an easy example, but there's probably better ones. So someone else, it might be going fishing with your friend, or whatever it is for you. So I just visualized how it would actually feel going out there, how would it make me feel if I actually accomplished that, if I did it, and then imagining step by step, feeling good about it, going there, feeling confident within myself, feeling brave, going there and being okay with just being me, and going through. So I had to visualize that for quite a long time before I actually managed to go out there and do this on my own. So initially I did it by myself, because it just gave me that extra sense of security that if I failed, I could just do a loop and go straight back home and no one ever knows about it, really. And if that is the case for you, that's okay. And I did that, trust me. I didn't actually get out of the car, I just went straight back home initially, and that's okay. But still acknowledge that you actually made a step to improve your situation. Acknowledge that and give yourself credit for it, that you're actively doing something to make your life experience better than it is at the moment. So, and eventually when I got through that and I actually managed to do it by myself, that's when I brought a friend in. First I visualized it again, doing it with a friend, and then even when you visualize it, just think about how you actually feel afterwards. You know, how would you feel if you actually about yourself if you accomplish that? You know, if you went out there, could stay really present with your friends and connect, and not being worried about any sort of fears or any other thoughts your brain throws at you that are really, really unhelpful. So that's the good thing about visualization, because you can make it perfect, like you, as good as you think you want this experience to be. And then when you finally do it, again, give yourself credit that you did it. And I actually want you to choose not a simple thing, because simple things are really hard to stay motivated with. Choose something that is actually really, really meaningful to you, something that's of great value, something that you think that if this today would be your very last day, that this is something you would really want to do. You know, you would regret not having gone fishing with your friend and having this experience. So choose something that you can stay enthusiastic about and passionate about, works through something difficult, even knowing it might feel really, really overwhelming, but that whole, because it's something that's really, really important to you, it is a lot easier to stay motivated. So, but as I said, it is that challenge, and that I know it's so easy to say, be proud of yourself and acknowledge your little steps, every little step, because this is something that is so difficult for myself. So I would welcome any comments on what you do to help you feel proud of yourself, because that is definitely an area that I struggle with, and a lot of you too do as well, as I noticed talking to you guys. So anyway, I know it is a challenge, but you know, by making those little steps, you're actually taking back the control of your life. You're taking it, you know, it's yours. It doesn't belong to the trauma, it doesn't belong to the PTSD. It's your life. Make your choices, and we have the ability to change. We have strengths. We have tremendous inner strengths and determination. That's why we're still here. We had all this trauma and we're still here. So we have the strengths to do this. So all the best. Give it a go. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Bye for now.